Blue Lotus. It is such the craze. I want to talk with you about it. Hi, I'm Elemi from Yeyeo Botanica. Welcome to your spiritual home. And if this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Our channel is about spiritual lifestyle and African spirituality. And if you're interested in any of those, stick around. But first, I want to shout out all my Egyptian brothers and sisters in California. Woohoo! Welcome. Today, our topics are going to be about Blue Lotus. It is such the craze. I want to talk with you about it and find out if you've used it. So let's get started. The Blue Lotus flower is like if you know, you know. And so for all of you, I want to put you down on the information, right? Because we sell Blue Lotus flower here at Yeyeo Botanica, and quite a few customers have come in and shared some of how they use it. And I tried it. I liked it. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But Blue Lotus flower is also known as the blue lily of the Nile, right? And so that really embodies this idea that one came from Egypt. You can find it also in India and in Asia. But Blue Lotus is a flower in particular. It's like almost like a flower of the gods, right? The different pharaohs, when they were buried, when in finding some of these tombs in modern day, they see that some of the pharaohs were covered in Blue Lotus flower, right? We know of Nefertem and Ra both being very associated with this flower. So we're going to talk a little bit about what it is known for, some of the uses of it, and some of the effects of it. So Blue Lotus flower, as I mentioned, is an ancient flower that is used in rituals, used for praise, was used for trade, used for money, was used for a lot of different purposes. In modern day, as in recently, people are using it in vaping, smoking, as a smokable herb, as a psychedelic or hallucinogenic. People have used it in all different kinds of satchels. If you want to do dream work, calming work. I want to say that it kind of is a little reminiscent of almost, maybe a little bit of how people use mushrooms, just a little bit. And so I'm not here to be a proponent of using any of these things. Whatever's good for you is fine for me. However, because this is an herb a flower that we sell in the business, and we sell it so that people can use it for manifestation work, for dream satchels. Some people use it in scrubs, body scrubs. People use it with full moon work. All of these different things, it's kind of like one of those things to know. But I do want to give a small disclaimer and a sweet thing that is important to know. In Louisiana, Blue Lotus is thought of to be illegal to consume orally, right? And so people can sell it, but they're not able to ingest it, or it says this is not for human consumption. And it is thought of as being a poisonous substance in Louisiana. So if you keep that in your mind, and then I told you about how people are using it today, I would say that you need to proceed with caution, right? I want to say that again, proceed with caution. If you plan to ingest these things, why even in the store we have a disclaimer about ingesting certain types of herbs. But for metaphysical purposes, thumbs up, right? So Blue Lotus, the Blue Lotus flower is mostly what people will purchase and they will use. It's wonderful, wonderful for heart chakra work, you know, opening up the heart chakra, really kind of bringing forth this upper region. Why? Because it's also thought about as being an herb that helps to have prophecy, to think about, to open up your mind, meditation, having feelings of euphoria. All of these different kinds of feelings and impressions are some of the uses or effects, if you will, of the Blue Lotus flower. But one of the other things that I think is just so profound is that it is thought of to be very divine, to help people to bring in divine consciousness, which is another reason why people like to use it with different types of ritual work. Again, it's a water lily, so you can do water magic with this flower. And so I've given you some ideas of how it's used. What is it for? Why is it so in the know? And the fact that it really isn't new in the world, it's just new to us. So if you're interested in any of that, or experimenting with something that is ancient, that has its rights in the world, definitely try it. See how it works for you. But again, proceed with caution. Do your homework. If you're going to consume this orally, which I'm not suggesting that you do, but there's so many other uses of it that it is definitely something to try. And lastly, my sweet thing is when you think about the divine feminine, right? This Blue Lotus flower falls in that category. So if you're into doing divine feminine work, or if you want to give an offering to the divine feminine energy that you aspire to or you deal with, definitely Blue Lotus is one for that. If you'd like to see a video on 6 ways on how to use Blue Lotus, definitely comment below. I hope you got a little tidbit out of this video and it gave you some ideas of a new in the know herb flower to try. And see you next time. Ashe, ashe, ashe.